I'm 18 followers away from 400, and I'd love for you to be that 400th follower. At the end of this video, click that Marksy's Place icon and subscribe to the channel. The market is kicking us in the teeth right now. Hey guys, welcome back. As of my last video, I talked about a potential market crash where some analysts were talking about the market dropping another 15%. And so far in 2 days of trading this week, it looks like it's on its way to doing that. So what's your plan? Well, stick around and I'll tell you what I'm planning to do. So as I said in my last video, some analysts are predicting a 15% drop for the rest of 2023 in the Toronto market. And it got me kind of wondering what sort of stance that I want to take. In my last video, I talked about I'm not really planning on doing anything other than keep buying. And that still is the case. But I've thought over the last couple of days while watching the market, perhaps I might make a small pause in my buying right now just to kind of see where this is going. And as I said, in the first couple of days, the market has dropped a fair bit. Some of my stocks now are hovering around my buy prices of last year and my wife's buy prices of last year. One stock, in particular, though, that I did talk about in my last video, I'm going to talk about again today, and that's TELUS. And one of the things that I didn't actually see until the last day or so after I did my last video was that the president of TELUS, came out on August 15th and bought enough of a position to increase his holding size by 24%. He spent $3.1 million on stock at an average cost of $23.24. And that's the sort of things, I know I've done a video in the past about insider buying. I talked a little bit about insider trading, which is, of course, against the law. But I talked about insider buying and how that is usually a really good indicator. What are all the people within the company doing? Are they buying stock or are they selling stock? And is there many, many people within the company doing one or the other? But in cases like this, it is only one purchase that we're talking about, albeit a massive purchase by the president. And for me, and of course the article that I did read kind of said the same thing, that is a huge shot in the arm for the actual stock itself, because this is a president that truly believes in his own company that he's leading. And so for myself, it gives me a little bit of reassurance that these are just bad market times and not necessarily a reflection on the stock itself. So to get back to my other point that I made earlier, however, I've been watching the market over the last couple of days, and I do see a lot of these stocks that I and my wife are in, and I see them dropping, the 30, 50 cents, maybe $1 the last couple of days. And it's got me kind of wondering, my plan maybe over the next few weeks and into September might be to stockpile a little bit of cash and just see what this is going to do. The problem I'm having is some of the stocks like TELUS, I really have enough of it right now, and I don't really want to get more, as that would put me at a higher percentage of that one single stock in my portfolio when I have some other areas that I want to get into. The counter argument to that, though, is this really would drop my average price if I'm able to get some of the stocks that I'm already in and really drop that average price, increase my dividend yield based on my cost. So it's a little bit of a dilemma, but one that I think for the rest maybe of this week and next, I might sit on the sidelines and continue to put a little bit of money into my TFSA and just kind of watch and see where things are going. Another stock that I've recently gotten into, Bank of Montreal, was one that my average price on it was, I believe, about $118 or $119. Today, I believe it closed just over $111 per share. So I've lost, I don't have a ton of this stock, but I've lost right around $7 a share. And I only picked it up maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Now, I firmly believe in all Canadian banks, or at least the majority of the Canadian banks I'm really positive on in the long term, but that's a bit of a hit as well. And so I look at something like that, and again, if I've got some money sitting on the sidelines, is that a stock that I want to get into and lower my average price as well? So the thing is, there's a number of different stocks that I have this situation with where I could lower my average cost, but I might build up a little bit of funds, as I said, in my account, and then pick off a few things here and there. Of course, stocks like Savaria, as well as Fortis and Exchange Income Corporation, three others that I'm in, I have gotten a really, really solid return on them. And even with the downswing in the market right now, I'm still very, very up in all three of those particular stocks. And I do have decent positions as well. So those are not ones that I'm looking to get more of right now, but they're certainly not ones that I'm going to sell either. So tell me in the comments down below, what's your kind of approach right now, given that the market really is on a downswing, and it seems to be going on a downswing for a consecutive number of days without any relief? Are you buying? Are you selling? Or are you sitting and just holding and waiting to see what happens? As I always say, this has not been investing advice, just what I and my wife are doing in our portfolio. And given the times we're in, certainly a time to pay attention. As I always ask, and as I commented in the beginning, would love to see you as a subscriber, and you can do that by hitting that Mark C's Place icon. That'll show up shortly. Until next time, have a great rest of your week. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.